Thanks for checking out the video. Tom and Gareth here. Today we're going to take you through a full body workout. Gareth is going to be leading us for this session, and at any point if you need to pause this video or sit down, please do it. Let's go.
Okay, let's do this. First thing we're going to do is we're going to come up from our seated position. We're going to go through the sit to stand, and in your own time you're going to make your way to behind the chair. So nice and carefully we're just going to move our bums forward in the chair a bit, making sure the feet are flat on the floor. Move them under you just a touch, but we still want them flat on the floor. Tummy in and chest up. Feel free to use your hands for a little bit extra push. We're going to lean forward, we're going to come up, standing, driving through the legs, 4 little steps on the spot, and taking your time, let's go behind the chair, and we're going to warm up a little bit. Okay, so we've got the chair in front of us for support. We can hold on with both hands if you need to. Just remember, it's not stuck to the floor, okay? So it can move. First thing I want you to do, we're just going to start walking on the spot with our legs only. Now you can see Tom's turned his chair to the side. When we get into the strength related exercises shortly, you'll have a better view of him. Okay, so nice and controlled, just a little bit of circulation boosting to start with. And we're just looking to get the heart rate up a little bit and the blood pumping around the body. Now, as we continue with this movement with our legs, if it feels comfortable, we can involve the arms a little bit. Okay, so standing up nice and tall. Keep breathing with our arms and our legs. Tom's starting to move backwards a little bit. Okay, just maintaining this now for a few more seconds. Good. Feel all right, Tom?
I'm feeling good.
He looks a little robotic.
I am a little bit
This is
yeah, I don't like following the instructions. Especially yours.
Okay, let's just relax the arms and the legs back down, making sure we're behind the chair. We're going to go through a bit of mobility now, loosen up a little bit. First thing we're going to do, standing up nice and tall, feet flat on the floor, about hip width apart. Tummy in nice and strong, chest up. We're going to bring our shoulders up towards our ears and we're going to roll them backward and down. And we're going to do this anything from 6 to 8 times. Just take it nice and slowly. And we're just starting to loosen through the shoulders. Nice little exercise this for helping to relieve any tension through the top of the back. Up, nice big circles. Let's do one more. Okay, relaxing the arms down to the side of the body. We're going to go into some side bending. So with one hand at a time, we're just going to run that hand down the side of the leg just a little bit, coming back to the start position, and we're going to do the same, the opposite direction. So continue to alternate now from left and right, and throughout this movement, we're trying to avoid that temptation, which is to lean forward. It only needs to be a little movement. Good. Side to side. Let's do one more on each side. And again, the other way. Perfect. Okay. Mobilizing through the top part of the body, we're going to bring our hands together in front of our chest. Okay, we want to keep the hips facing forward. We're going to rotate the arms one way. And as we rotate the arms, we're going to allow our chest, shoulder, and head to follow. You're going to go only as far as you feel comfortable, returning to the start. And we're going to rotate the opposite way. And in your own time now, continue to alternate from left to right. If at any point you do want to do these exercises sat down, you do. Okay. I've only just realized that me and Tom are synchronized.
That's good.
That's never happened before. Okay. Let's go one more. Excellent. Okay, back to the start. Relax your hands to the side. We're going to take our hands, just place them on the side of your hips. We're going to roll through the hips a little bit, okay? It's only a small movement. Start one direction. Here we go, one way. Ooh, Tom's are much bigger than mine. You've been practicing this one, Tom.
At home every day.
Okay, a couple of circles one way. And when you're ready, we'll stop and we'll go the other direction, please. Okay, don't rush. Controlled circles. Beautiful. Okay. Back to the start position. We're going to mobilize through the ankle joint a little bit. Feel free to hold the chair for support. We're going to do 1 foot at a time. So with our 1 foot, we're going to rest our heel on a little imaginary spot on the floor. And then when you're ready, we're going to lift our foot up and we're going to try to aim to hit that same spot with our toes. Then we'll alternate from heel, back to toe, and just a few here on that 1 foot. Good. So really important we try to lift that foot up. Big mobility through the ankle. And then once more. Okay, bring the feet back to hip width apart. Take a second. Get ready. We'll do the same with the other foot. So other foot, again, we start with our heel on a little spot on the floor, then we lift the foot up, and we're trying to tap the same spot with our toes. Back to your heel, back to your toes. You got it. Very nice, Tom. Nice socks as well.
Thank you. Matching my t-shirt.
Perfect. All right, let's come back behind our chair just for 10, 15, 20 seconds, a little bit more marching on the spot. And we can start maybe to bring the knees up a little bit higher, maybe use the arms a little bit more. And again, we're just looking to promote circulation. Okay, very nice. Stand tall, chest up, nice and proud. 5 more seconds. Good. 2 and 1. Okay, back behind your chair. We're going to do a little bit of hip mobility and try to fire up the abductors a little bit. Just a little tap to the side and come back. And then we'll do a little tap to the other side and we'll continue to alternate from left to right. You are not stepping too far. And when you bring that foot back in, we're aiming to make sure that the feet are around about hip width apart, okay? The temptation will be to bring your feet in a little bit closer. Try and avoid that because we want to stay stable. Okay, so a few more from left to right. Don't rush and don't overreach with the foot. Let's do 2 more. Perfect. Okay, we're going to progress that a little bit, and only if it feels comfortable, we're going to go into a side step, okay? So we're going to choose the same direction. Tom, you're following me. We're going to stand nice and tall. We're going to take a step to the side with one foot, placing it flat on the floor. Once that foot is flat on the floor, we bring the other foot in. And again, we're aiming for hip width apart. Once we're ready, we go back to the chair. So it's the opposite foot, bring that foot in, and we'll continue to this side. Okay, let's do a few of these, nice and slowly. From left to right, coming back to the chair and ending with your feet at hip width apart. Okay, so this lateral movement, really important to practice this. If we are in church or if we're in a theatre and we're having to move sideways. Okay, I almost took you down then, Tom. Sorry. And let's go back to our chair and just relax here for a second. Okay, we're going to go into a little bit of strength-related stuff for the lower part of the body, and the first exercise we're going to do is a forward lunge. So I'm going to start to my right-hand side of the chair here, and Tom's going to do this side on now, okay? So you get a little bit slightly different angle. So Tom's going to face that way, and we're going to move with our right foot first of all, okay? Yeah, ignore Tom, he's stepping with his left foot, but this is for the purpose of you seeing from the side. So the forward lunge, tummy in and chest up. We're going to move with our foot furthest away from the chair. We're going to take a little step forward, placing that foot flat on the floor. We're going to keep our chest above our hips. We're going to lower the back knee down slightly. The front knee will bend also. Then we're going to stand tall, push off your foot and come back into the start position. Okay? So it's a small step forward, little lunge. I'm still holding the chair with my one hand and I come back to the start. In your own time, we'll do 6 to 10, whatever you feel comfortable. So tummy in, chest up, 1 foot forward, control that lunge down, not going too low, pushing off that front foot to return to the start position. So a couple of things to avoid here: stepping too far, going too low, and we're trying to avoid leaning forward and leaning backwards. So chest over hips as we lower straight down. That feel all right, Tom?
Feels good.
Keep going. We'll do 2 more, because Tom loves these.
I do love them.
Okay, once you've done your lunges with your right side, we'll go to the other side. Take your time, take as many steps as required. So, same again, before we start, chest up and tummy in. We're going to step with the foot furthest away from the chair. Little step forward, little lunge, push off that foot to return to the start. So think about the tummy in and the chest up. As you go into your lunge, the back foot, allow that heel to come off the floor slightly. We don't need to keep that foot flat on the floor. So again, 6 to 10. Try to keep looking straight ahead of you all the time. I've lost count, Tom.
That's about 8, I think.
2 more for Tom.
Oh, go on then. Thanks for that.
Last one. Okay, lunges. So we're going to come back behind our chair. The lunges, we're firing up the hamstrings, okay? But really important is that muscle memory of stepping out and in, and that's part of our falls prevention, okay? We want to be able to create that muscle memory. We're going to go into a squat now, which is essentially how we get in and out of the chair. We're going to open our feet a little wider to about shoulder width apart, and we keep the feet flat on the floor. Again, pull the tummy in and keep the chest lifted. Think about how you would sit into a chair. So that's bending at the knees and sticking your hips backwards and down. Keep the chest up and then push through your legs and stand up nice and tall. Okay, 6 to 10 of these, big groups of muscles working now. We're going to be working our quadriceps, our hamstrings and our gluteus maximus in the bum. Look at that, firing up. Keep your chest lifted, keep looking straight ahead of you. Start with a smaller movement and then we can build up, okay? Good. So really important exercise, functional, as I've already mentioned, getting in and out of the chair. But those big muscles in your legs when we're outside, we're moving around or walking up and down the stairs, firing up all the time. Feel all right, Tom?
I'm good.
So you can see Tom's maintaining his neutral spine by keeping his chest up and looking straight ahead. What we're trying to avoid is leaning forward and feeling the weight in the ball of the foot. How many have you done, Tom?
About 10, I think.
About 10. You can do 2 more.
Let's do 12 then.
Last one. Perfect. Okay. We're going to come back to our feet at hip width apart. We're going to go into a bit of a heel raise now to fire up the calf muscles in the lower back part of the leg. Really important to remember, as we come up onto our toes, try to think about pushing through your big toe and your second toe. So, holding the chair to start with, tummy in, chest up, nice and slowly, we're going to raise our heels up, come up onto your toes, and then slowly bring the heels back down to the floor. As you come up onto your toes, you should feel the calf muscles firing up, and we are not rushing, and we are avoiding any sort of pulsing movement, okay? So again, we're aiming for about 6 to 10, but you do as many as you feel comfortable. Slower is better, okay? Good. Let's do 2 more. And we're going to go final one here for the calf muscles. Perfect. Relax the feet flat down. Take a second. We're going to do the complete opposite movement now, okay? Just to fire up through the ankles. Strengthen the mobility in the ankles again. Also, this will start to challenge your balance, okay? This is a much smaller movement. We're going to raise the toes up off the floor, all right? So if Tom demonstrates from the side here, try and avoid sticking your bum out as you raise your toes up. So we want to stay tall, and it's just a small movement, toes up, and then toes back down onto the floor. Keep your tummy muscles in nice and strong. Keep looking straight ahead of you. Just a little movement with the toes up. Good. So again, 6 to 10. Really important exercise for challenging balance. How many have you done, Tom?
6.
Oh, 2 more.
7. 8.
And 8. Okay. So that's our little bit of strength. What we're going to do is a last little bit of kind of mobility again. First thing I want you to do, standing up tall, 1 foot at a time. Shouldn't have to say that, but I will do 1 foot at a time. We're just going to raise the heel up behind us, up towards our bum. So just bring the heel up and slowly back down. Once it's down, we'll do exactly the same on the other leg. Okay? So standing on the one leg, you are starting to challenge balance a little bit. We're also working through the back of the knee. And we're getting a nice little stretch through the quadriceps and the hamstrings, those muscles we've just been working. Okay, tummy in, stand nice and tall. All right, a few more. Let's do 4 more. 2 more on each leg. Good. Last one on each leg. Perfect. Okay, a little bit more work around the hips and the abductors. So when we did this earlier, we tapped the foot on the floor as we raised it to the side. This time, we're going to just try to lift the leg up to the side. So the leg you are standing on, get prepared for that. We're just going to raise the leg out to the side and come back. Everything above the hips, the upper body, try to stay still and strong. Once that foot returns, we'll do a little raise the other side. So just out to the side, back, feet back to hip width apart. Good. Starting to warm up in here now. Keep going. Let's do 2 more. Excellent. So you're going to feel that in the hips, okay? Don't forget any pain or discomfort, you don't do it. We'll do 1 more exercise standing up. This is a balance, strength, and it's a functional movement. We're going to raise back up onto our toes, okay? We've already done that. We know we've got to push through the big toe and the second toe. However, this time, as we raise up onto our toes, we're going to reach to the ceiling with 1 hand. The other hand stays on the chair. So when you're ready, come up onto your toes, 1 hand up. We bring the heels back to the floor. This hand comes to the chair. because the next time we're going to reach with the opposite. Okay? Take your time. We're going to do 6 in total, alternating from left to right. So the calf muscles are working, we're balancing because we're on our toes, and it's functional because maybe we're having to put the shopping away, or maybe we've got to reach for something in the cupboard. Let's do 1 more on each side. Perfect. Okay. When you're ready, take your time. We're going to have a sit back down, and we're going to go into some upper body strength stuff now with our resistance band. So we've done our standing up stuff. We're going to spend some time sat down using our resistance bands. Okay, here we go. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to start to work the bicep muscle, which is the muscle of the front top part of your arm. You're going to hold it in one hand. And what we want is the resistance band running along the inside of the palm with the shorter end just hanging over the back. Okay? Once you've got hold of it, we're going to place the other end onto the floor, and we're going to stand on it with both our feet. Now what we're doing in this video today is we're doing a single arm bicep, so we can isolate just the one side at a time. Before you start, you want to feel like there's a little bit of resistance in the band with your arm all the way down, okay? We want to feel a little bit of resistance before we start. Now the arm we're going to work, we want that elbow, and we're going to lock it into the side of the body. So we're sitting up nice and tall, tummy in, and the chest is lifted. Keep the elbow locked in. And when you're ready, we're going to bend at the elbow, bring that hand up and in toward the shoulder, and slowly back down. Okay, so we're going to do about 6 of these. Now, taking your time, if you want to increase the resistance, you want to make it a bit tougher, you move your hand further down the band. If you want to take some of the resistance off, we hold a little bit closer to the end. Okay. So you should feel this in the front top part of your arm. And this is our little pulling muscle. Okay. You keep me count?
Yeah.
How many?
6.
All right. We're only doing 6?
I know.
Okay.
Let's carry on what you were talking
Sorry. I wasn't even counting. Let's do 1 more. Okay. That's the bicep. Now, before you take your feet off, unlike Tom, we're going to take the resistance off. Then we're going to remove the feet. Then we swap sides. Okay? Don't try to let go of it when there's still resistance and it's under your feet. So it runs along the inside of the palm, short end over the back of your hand, other end on the floor, both feet on the band. Sit tall, make sure there's some resistance in the band, bring your elbow in, keep the elbow locked in, and we're going to aim for 6 again. Nice and slowly on the way up, and then nice and slowly on the way back down. Breathing in and out as you move. And again, we should be feeling this on the inside top part of that arm. Can you feel it in your biceps, Tom?
My guns are fired up.
Okay, I think we got 1 more?
Yeah, one
okay.
more.
Okay, perfect. That's our little pulling exercise. We're going to a pushing exercise. So release the resistance, take the tension off, take your feet off the band. Very carefully. What I want you to do now with your resistance band is we're going to feed it around our back, and it's going to go underneath our armpits, and we're going to take hold with both ends with both hands here. Okay? So again, we're going to start with the elbows tucked into the side of the body, but slightly different to the bicep. The elbows can move now. So this is the movement. We're going to extend at the elbow. We're going to push our hands out away from us. You're going to take them out as far as you can. Then what I want you to do is turn your palms to the floor. Then one hand is going to cross over the top, the other one comes underneath. Return to the start, and then we swap. The other hand goes over the top, other underneath. Come back to the start. Before you come in, turn your thumbs up and bring the elbows back into the side of your body. Okay, that's quite a long exercise. Please keep breathing in and out throughout the entire movement. And when you're ready, we'll aim for 6 again. So extending at the elbow, working through the triceps of the top back part of the arm. Turn the palms down. This little crossing over now of the hands means we're firing up through the chest as well. Don't forget to turn your thumbs up before returning to the start position. Good, keep going. Feel that one, Tom?
Yeah, it's a good one.
So this is our pushing exercise.
Tough one.
It's a tough one. We're under tension for quite a long time here. Please keep breathing in and out. Anytime we have to push something with our hands, maybe we're using our arms to get up out of the chair, it's that pushing movement. Good. Oh, I've lost count again. I'm not counting.
4.
2 more. Good. Taking your time. Having a second every time you come back to the start just to reset. So we've got 1 more after this one?
1 more.
Okay, good, because I'm really starting to feel this one. Last little cross. Don't rush at the end. Perfect. Okay, so that's for the chest and the back of the arm. Carefully, we're going to remove the band from behind us. We're going to take the band, we're going to rest it over our legs like this, okay? One more exercise with the resistance band. We're going to try to target the top of our back. We're going to take our hands and we're going to place them underneath the resistance band with the palms facing the ceiling, okay? We can start with our hands quite close together. We're going to take a nice strong grip of the band, sit tall, and lift your hands only about an inch or so above your legs. We're aiming for around about a 90-degree angle at the elbow, but not too important, okay? Sit nice and tall. The movement here is we're going to bring the band in towards our belly and we're going to take our elbows behind us. You get a little squeeze on the band, squeeze through the top of your back and return to the start position. Okay, sit nice and tall, little squeeze, little row. Really feel this firing up through the top of your back. Again, we're aiming for 6, but you do as many as you feel comfortable. Really important exercise, strengthening through the top of our back. Really important for our posture when we're sat down and when we're standing. This is a pulling exercise as well, so you are going to feel like your biceps are working again. Yeah. Good. I think that's 4.
It's 5.
Oh, good. That's even better. Okay, we'll call that 6. Let's do one more. Little squeeze, little row. Beautiful. Okay. We're going to place the band out the way somewhere safe, and we're just going to go through a little bit of a cool down, and we are done. So sit to stand. Just walk your bum forward in the chair slightly. Bring the feet under you just a little bit, making sure the feet are flat on the floor. Chest is lifted, tummy is in. When you're ready, and again, feel free to use your hands. We're going to lean and drive through the legs, 4 little steps on the spot for circulation, and take your time, as many steps as you need. We'll go to behind our chair. All right, so just to cool down now, a little bit of stretching, a little bit of relaxing. First things first, just a few seconds of marching on the spot, standing tall, using your legs and your arms. Okay. Whew. Sweating a bit now.
It's a good one.
All right, let's do a little bit more mobility. So feel free to stand behind your chair, feet hip width apart, stand up nice and tall, arms relaxed down by the side of your body, shoulders up, back and down. Just as we did at the start, rolling through the shoulders. Good, good, good. Excellent. Okay. Arms relaxed down by the side of your body, one arm at a time. Just run it down the side of the leg. Again, avoiding leaning forward. Coming back to the start. Do the same the other side. Nice and steady. Alternating from left to right. Good.
Good stuff. Okay.
Again, rotating through the top part of the body. We're going to bring our hands together in front of our chest. Big bend at the elbow. Keep the hips facing forward. Take your arms around to the side, let your chest, shoulder, head follow, come back to the start, and then a little rotation the opposite way. Taking your time now, just continue to rotate from left to right. And we'll do one more each way. Good. Okay. We did spend quite a bit of time standing up at the start, so really important to stretch and mobilize through the lower part of the body. 1 foot only, back to our little ankle mobility, heel on a little spot. When you're ready, lift your foot up, tap the same spot with your heel, back to your toe, and then back to your heel. Keeping hold of the chair for support, if needs be. Okay? And let's do the other foot, exactly the same. Heel to toes. Yep, yep, yep. You got it. Okay. We're going to finish with 2 little stretches. The first one we're going to do standing up. You're going to hold onto the chair with both of your hands, and you're going to take a step back with 1 foot, okay? You take a step back with 1 foot. We make sure both feet are flat on the floor, tummy in as chest is lifted. The back leg is going to stay straight, and we're going to very gently just bend and lean into that front leg until you feel the stretch through the calf here in the lower back part of that back leg. Once you feel the stretch, we're just going to hold this position, okay? Keep breathing. Now, it shouldn't be painful, but you should feel like that muscle is stretching. Good. So we're going to hold it here for a few more seconds. Try to stay as relaxed as you can. Yep. Okay. Bring that foot back in. Take a second and we'll swap legs. So, other foot now behind us. Again, both feet flat on the floor. Back leg straight. Bend into that front leg until you feel the stretch, and you're just going to hold it, okay? So we did quite a bit of exercising today where we were coming up onto our toes. The calf muscles are working there. Really important to stretch it. Good. Last few seconds, and bring that foot back in. And then for our final stretch, we're going to come and have a sit back down. Take your time. Once you're back into your chair, if you can, move forward to the front third. Okay, that just allows us to get that leg a little bit straighter. So we're going to take one leg out in front of us, and we want that leg as straight as possible with the heel on the floor and the toes pointing towards the ceiling. You're going to take both of your hands and you're going to place them on the opposite leg, the leg that is bent. Okay, tummy in and chest up. Try to keep your chest lifted, and when you're ready, you're going to hinge at your hip, slowly taking your nose forward until you feel the stretch through the back of that straight leg. Okay? When you feel the stretch through the back of that leg, just hold yourself there. That's our hamstring stretching. So that lunging and those squats we did earlier, really important to stretch through the hamstring. It's also our posterior chain, okay? So it is connected to the lower back a little bit. Hold it here, keep breathing. Okay, sit up nice and tall, bring that foot in. And when you're ready, we'll do the other leg, okay? So again, we want that leg as straight as possible. Now, if you can't quite straighten it, if you come forward a little bit more, that may allow you to straighten it. Hands on the opposite leg, chest lifted. When you're ready, slowly hinging at the hips. Try to keep looking straight ahead of you until you feel the stretch. Oh, I can feel that one. There it is. Okay, stay as relaxed as you can. Breathe, and again, it shouldn't be painful, but we're just trying to relax into that stretch. Last couple of seconds. Good. Bring that foot back in. Come back into your chair, sit up nice and tall, take a deep breath in and out, give your arms a little shake, and give your legs a little kick, give your hips a wiggle, shake it all off. You're done.
Good work.
You're done. How do you feel?
Good. If you like that, don't forget to give us a like. Shameless plug, subscribe to, check out our free ebook, links below. Brilliant.